What's up, my guys? And of course, welcome back, of course, to Zia FX, your number one mentor. Okay. So, in today's video, I've been having so many requests about, hey, Miles, talk about your entry. Where shall we enter these trades from? Talk about your entry. And today, I was like, it's okay. Let me talk about this. So, make sure this is the video you must be watching. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and of course, hit the notification bell so don't miss most of my videos. And of course, check my description box, join my Telegram group. Don't forget these videos be sponsored by Xness. If you're trying to look for a good broker, of course, check my description and click that link and open yourself a trading account. You'll also find my WhatsApp number if you need more help, and I'll be there to talk to you. So we're going to talk about so many pairs. Yeah, in the morning I was live on TikTok and we analyze the market together, of course, guys. So we're going to talk about Euro USD, AUD USD, and JBP USD. Okay. I'm going to show you where to put your entries and where to take your exits, where to exit the trade from. Now, this is, of course, the first thing I need to do is we are first starting with the AUD USD. Okay. So according to AUD USD, I want you to always make use of every time frame in the market. Okay. Make use of every time frame in the market, regardless. Yeah, regardless, make use of every time frame, mostly high time frames. And I'm also going to be telling you the secret, the best time frame for you to find your entry points. Okay, that's the best time frame. I'm going to be revealing all that. Okay, so I want you to look at just a moment. Sorry for that, guys. I want you to look at this chart here. This is the daily chart. This is the daily chart. It's kind of obvious. You could see, you want you to look at the structure here. And if you can't see the structure well, make sure you go for the line chart, okay? You can see this structure very well. So let's go to H4. That is where my attention is, guys. And that's where we're going to be looking for our trades. I want you to look at H4. What do you see, guys? What do you see? What do you see? What do you see, guys? What do you see? You see, of course, this, okay? You can see that. Can't you see this? Okay. I just want you to look at what I'm saying, what I'm doing, guys. Can't you see that? Okay. Then price falling down. Okay. Now we're gonna be fast starting from here. Now I told you one thing, guys. The first thing is make sure if you make sure you first look at the trend. Okay, ask yourself where is the trend, and look at the market structures. So I want you to mark your highs. All these are your highs. You mark these highs because they're very, very important. You mark all your highs. Okay, I'm marking all my highs. Okay, I'm marking all my highs. All these are very important highs, guys. And these highs are of course resistance points. Why am I calling them resistance? Now let me tell you why I'm calling them resistance. Then of course this is a failed high. If you don't know a failed high, make sure you watch all my videos so that you know what a failed high is. Now why I'm saying these are my resistances, price is moving up. Of course, find some resistance, a pullback. Then your support is around here. Another high, a pullback, another high, a pullback, another high, a pullback, then of course, a failed high. Okay, a failed high is when you find a high that has failed to break the previous high. This high is the same as this. The second one is the failed high. I hope you've got me there. Okay, now let's go straight away. Now let me explain to you. Now the first thing that you need to realize, you realize that, okay, now market was moving like this, was moving up. Okay, market was moving up. Now, if market was moving up, try to look at points, key points, like this point, key point. After you find it, let me show you something, guys. After you find a failed high, that's when you start looking for market structure, either M structure or head and shoulder, or if it's a W or an inverted head and shoulder like that. Okay, now that's why you can see that here. So let me mark my BMS. BMS is break market structure, and I'm going to mark it for you. This is now my BMS, where the structure of market was broken from. It is this point here. And if you try to look at this type of chart, you could see that we have a head and shoulder, okay? A head and shoulder, because you can look at this. These are shoulders, okay? I hope you can see that, guys. And this also a shoulder, okay? And these are the tops. You can see that these are the tops. That's the top, okay? Now, the structure has been broken at 0.7169. Okay. Then after the structure being broken, price moves down, price falls, price just falls to make a low. Okay, to make a low. And then after a low, it retraces. Now, I want you to understand this point of retracement is very important. This is where you're going to be looking for your entries. Okay. So mark where price has where the BMS is. This is where you're now where your BMS is, and you can see after the falling, breaking the market structure, price broke. It retested. Price broke and retested that BMS structure. Okay, as you can see these points here. These points here that you can see that is where our retest was, and you could see so many. You could see some tops there. Okay, tops in the market, some good tops. Now, I want you to mark that point. You will be able to mark this point. Whenever you see a retest at this point, when you've seen a retest at that point, that is where you should be looking for your entries. Now, for this chart, it was kind of very obvious that you could see this. I want you to show you something. So if you miss the entry, let's say you've missed, a price has come up to this way, you look for nice entries in small time frames. Maybe you're going, if you're using indicators, even, I'm not trying to criticize anyone using indicators, but me, I don't use indicators, okay? So you find yourself that price is retested here, then you wait for a break. Now, what type of structure? This is a correction zone. If you've been watching my videos, then I mention these things every time. This is a correction zone. Correction zone, okay? So what happens in the correction zone? Price is trying to gain momentum to push it to the next low, okay? Now, let me show you one thing. After you see this type of correction zone, okay, all the correction zones, we have what you call a bearish flag and a bullish flag. All of them are continuation of the trend. So for this, you must be knowing if it's a bearish or it's a bullish. Now, I want you to do one thing. So this is where you're going to be taking your entries from. And after you could see that after this retest, we had a strong engulfing bearish candle here. What does an engulfing candle represent? Of course, it represents a strong bearish momentum. So that is an additional advantage telling you that we are still strong. The sellers are telling you that we are still strong. So Miles, what shall we do? We shall keep holding our trade. So now you mark this low also here, your first low. What I expect, you expect price to, if price comes here and retests and moves back, then of course you expect price to come back up to the source here. Up to the source here. Okay, so I want you to just be able to play with the chart. And then, of course, after this breakout, we need, okay, now price has broken out. Now you see the whole structure is a head and shoulder from here. If you've been following my videos, and of course, make sure you're in my Telegram group at a discount. Okay, so just look at that. This is a big head and shoulder. A big head and shoulder from all here. You can see that. You could see that. A big head and shoulder, and price has broken. Now, where are we moving? Now, what we are doing is we have to hold this trend until a low is reached. Such lows, okay? So that was just a brief example of AUDUSD. So where do you put your entries? Such points where I've marked here, where you can see me pulling my 0 point there. That's why you should find your entries. And of course, after this, you see this, okay? Just a moment, just here. This is why you should be looking for your entries. Of course, then after this breakout of this first low, the first low has been broken, okay? That's why you should be looking for your entries. Cool. Now, I don't know how long we've been talking, but let's go to another time, another chart, okay? And that was, we analyzed also, I don't know which pair, we can just grab any pair, I think. USD, Euro USD. I think that would be our last. Okay, that would be our last pair. You can see even that the charts are still, we had marked, and had already marked here that you should be able to master all these guys. Let me clean it and I repeat it for you guys. Muller is there to repeat it for you guys. So make sure you be flexible. You can use any time frame, or when you're trying to look for your entries, any time frame. Don't say that, no, me, I only use this. Miles only uses this time frame. No, 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 no. Make sure every time frame is trying to communicate you something, so you must pay attention to every time frame. So make sure you watch all the video, guys. Don't leave anything. Don't leave any stone unturned. Now, this is a Euro USD, this H4 time frame. Of course, you can see that. I want you to look at this chart very well. You could see this was a tip in the market. You could see the price was moving highs. Price was moving up, okay? Price was moving up. You could see that. Price was moving up. Now, if you look at price was moving up until we had this peak. So we mark our peak that was reached. So our peak was 1.1019. Let me tell you one thing. It all needs patience. When you see a setup, you wait. Now, this type of setup, it's called, let me show you. Let me try and mark for you guys. It's like this. Okay. Then a break. Okay. If you've ever watched BTM videos, then you must be knowing about this. Be the market maker. Okay. You must be knowing about these types of patterns where you find a pattern like that or you find a pattern like that. Then we have these patterns that people are so much used to. We have these ones so much used to. So you have to know all this, okay? So I want you to realize this. So you could see that we had this, they broke the structure at this point here. And I'm going to mark this tip here. I'm going to also mark here. I'm going to also mark there, okay? I'm going to also mark there. Now, if you look at this, why I'm saying that it is a nice sell is you could see what price was doing, guys. It's real open, real open. So we had these lows and we had some small retracements, okay? And you would see this. Just a moment. Something like that. I want you to realize something like that. And if you have been following my free Telegram group, I told you that it is still selling at you, it will still drop. Then also you mark this because we had a low here and price was breaking. See that? It was breaking. You get that? Then now the question is, where are we going? So this is our target here, this low here. Okay, that is our target. So we expect price to move up to this point. Okay, then we see what happens later after that. But that is what I'm seeing, and that is what the market is showing. In fact, they always say that trade what you see. If you can't see anything, if you can't understand anything, then don't go for it. So that was Euro USD. All these pairs have been falling a lot, guys. So make sure you stick and understand the market. That's the most key important thing. Understand the market. And of course, whenever you see your setup, guys, secret is be patient and wait for it. You can see H1 the way it is. H1 the way it is, okay? H1 the way it is. It's an open, it's so open. You can see H1 the way it is. Though I didn't draw my channel well, but the reason why someone asked me that, why do you put your channel like this? So if you want to draw a channel, you consider peaks, lows. Make sure at least you've marked 3 and above lows. You understand? Make sure you've marked 3 and above low if it's the low, or if it's a high, make sure you do also the same thing. So one thing I forgot is you could see this. Whenever you've seen 3 touches, that was 3 touches. And after those 3 touches, just a moment. After those 3 touches, guys, I want you to look at what was happening here. After those 3 touches, guys, you see what happened here? Price, you see this rejection candle here? This bearish rejection candle, this small bearish candle, the way it was rejecting after those 3 touches. So that is where you're going to be looking for your entries. You understand that? Thank you so much for being part of this video, guys. Leave a comment. Please leave a comment. Let me see that comment. It's what keeps moving me and keeps making me get motivated and make extra more videos. Make sure you're in my Telegram group, and make sure next week we're starting a new challenge, and I will tell you what we shall be doing. And of course, I advise you guys work hard and get funded, and of course think of getting funded mainly. I wish you all the best, guys. See you next time, and ensure that next you don't miss my live analysis on TikTok. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best. Bye.